Hello everyone, Ian from Zildjian GBI here, and I am lucky enough to be with the amazing Josh Macintyre from Marmozets.
Hello, hello.
That's the bloody Becca in the background doing the bloody... It's been a while, man.
It has been a while.
Out of the, well, not out of the loop, but you haven't been touring or doing much for a long time. What's brought this back on?
I think many of things. Obviously, you know, we've been gone like 7 years.
Yeah.
All for good reason. My sister Becca, who's a singer, her Jack, who's in the band, had a child, and we just needed a break. But bringing it back, it's kind of in our blood.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? We've been doing this thing since we were literally like 12 years old.
Yeah.
And it's all that we really know.
Okay.
It's all that we're really good at. You know what I mean? So
school and then rock and roll.
You know, honestly, yeah. Like we didn't, you know, we the first few years of college, we were basically flunking it because that's when we started doing shows. And I remember when I did, I got to this like pathway when I was in college doing music, and I remember my teacher basically said you can either go to like the best unit, Berkeley in America, because they'll take you up and do that, or you go on the road and do your band thing. He was like, but you don't need to be in college because you basically are already far past what like people are here to do.
Okay.
And I think that, to be honest, respect to, I can't remember his name, it was like Mark or something, but respect to him because I took that on. And
that was the sliding doors moment.
Yeah, and so I'm absolutely blabbing here, but long story short, we're just good at I guess we're half decent at music. So, and we just had a hunger. You know, it felt like we never finished what we started. If that makes sense. Like we got to album 2, and we were kind of on a roll, and then classic COVID did its thing. So. It was like, but it was weird because we've been doing it since we were like 14. We've been doing it way longer than I think people realize.
Yeah.
So by the time we got to like the first album, you know, we gained traction from that, and then second album we're doing like bigger tours. Yeah, it was kind of quite tough because at one point, it was really crazy, and it was like some of the best moments we've ever had and in our career. If you're defining, you know, what size venues you're doing, all the tours and stuff, but then we came to just this hard stop because we actually like realized we've been living on the road, not really living anywhere.
Okay.
We're in our mid-20s, and we just like, we don't know how to do taxes or have a driving license.
Little life lessons.
Yeah, like we've never learned to drive.
Okay.
I still haven't learned to drive.
Wow. Okay.
Just all that stuff.
Yeah, but that's kind of, it's like a byproduct of being a touring musician from as young as you are. Do you know, there are certain things you maybe don't get to do because you're a touring musician. But did that gap feel any way organic? Obviously, you know, the gap has been 7 years, which, you know, predates COVID. Did that gap feel organic, or, you know, do you feel like you could have kept going, or did something happen that made you kind of, you know, just kind of want to stop for a bit? Was it just that life kind of?
Yeah, it was like, I would say it was half and half. It was organic in the way, if you call it organic, I find it organic looking back, but like Becca being pregnant.
Yeah.
So she was pregnant. I remember when she told us, it was like, oh shoot, like, well, yeah, we definitely can't tour. We still had all these ideas, like we'll make it work, like, we'll do that, but that would have been just like not the right move.
Yeah, okay.
But at the same time, no, we had to. By like 2018, we were so burnt out.
Yeah.
So burnt out, and
because you've just been non-stop.
Yeah, and you know, there's all this stuff. You know, it's this weird. There's this weird like glass between the audience and band members. I think the world sometimes does, where it's not as clear as you think, and because we're human, you know, we have friends, we have family, and there's all this stuff going behind the scenes, you know, like normal life stuff, and I have autism, which I was diagnosed when I was like 3, but I didn't find out till I was 7, and I found out I was autistic when we went to a theme park.
Okay. What was your trigger? What was your thing?
What we're finding out?
No, like when you said you didn't find out until you went to a theme park. Did something happen at the theme
park?
No,
I'll tell you why. Mom, I love you. So we've laughed about this, but basically we got like the fast queue.
Okay.
When she was getting the tickets.
Okay.
And basically Sam, my brother who's in the band, he was like, Mum, like, why are we getting the fast lane tickets? Who's disabled? And my mum was like, and obviously my mum couldn't just like, my mum was like, oh, Josh. And then it was like, what's wrong with Josh? They're like, he's autistic.
What a way to find.
And I was like, what's autism? But it made sense.
At least you could laugh about it.
No, 100. It made sense though, because one, I remember going to autism school like when I was younger, but I didn't realise, because I went to a different school for my brother and sisters, and I was like, that's weird. And then during school, I always, like socially, so there's misconceptions with it. Autism is a vast thing, but there's very misconceptions with it, like super intelligence or super dumb. And the thing is, with autism is just like normal humans, like the brain, you can either be intelligent or a bit dim, but it's more like for me personally, the socialness of it.
Okay.
So in school I struggled crazy because my dad at the time took me out of the autistic school to a normal school with my brother and sisters, but I had no guidance, like they didn't have any people to help.
Okay.
So I struggled like all throughout primary, high school, and in
with
college.
The social interaction.
Like it was basically like when I started when I was like with my therapist and I did like psychiatrist stuff, I found out literally my mental age is like 5-6 years behind me.
Right.
So that it made sense then when we were touring and I was getting in my 20s, and you know that lifestyle from like, it's that weird transition when you're like 17, 18 and you can start drinking and going out, doing all that stuff. You know, and I was with people my age, but it was just like, I like have no concept of what's happening. Like I'm still playing with like, you know, my Lego.
You know what I mean? Yeah, totally.
And that's no hate either. Like, dude, like you could be 30, 40 and love Lego. You know what I mean? Like freaking go for it. But yeah, so it's my personal struggle. You know, each band individual to their own, but I'm not going to speak for them. But we all had personal struggles, but mine was predominantly like the support around me and just the lifestyle was not fitted for me whatsoever.
Okay.
So, and I had a lot of breakdowns, a lot of meltdowns and stuff like that. Like I remember there was like some shows, dude, where I was having meltdowns like 5 minutes before a show.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's for. I mean, you never. It's not really spoken about very much, is it? Do you know what I mean? Now, I mean, obviously, autism as a whole in general life is spoken about a lot, but in the music industry, it's not spoken about very much. So it's like, kudos to you for actually speaking out about it, man, because it's something that, especially in such a social industry, if your social skills, because of your autism, aren't as good as you would hope so, I mean, man, that's got to be a quite a thing to overcome. Because I actually think you're really social.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, like, I think...
Do we sat here now and like this is how we've been this afternoon?
It was the band thing. So when I was younger, I was really quiet.
Right.
I was like, no joke. I was the kid in school. I was a weird kid that would like, I had this like one time this weird obsession with like drawing crosses.
Okay.
Like crucifixion crosses.
Part of the Ozzy Osbourne
phase. But it was because like I had obsessions with certain things.
I think that's quite an autistic trait though,
yeah,
isn't it?
So like it was a classic, like my teacher, like, you know, the colouring book day where everyone's like drawing pretty butterflies or rainbows, and then I'm like drawing like these black crosses, and then it was the classic like teacher calling up my mum.
Yeah, so I think your son might be satanic.
Yeah, like, so we had like a drawing day and your son just like was drawing black crosses, and I was like,
rock and roll,
yeah, you know, but yeah, I had these weird obsessions, and you know, and that's always carried on through my life. Like, I always have weird obsessions with stuff. One of them being drumming or music. Yeah. So that's but going back to the socialness of it, when we started playing shows, like you know, local shows, shout out 1 and 12 in Bradford. Like you know, they've hosted like all the coolest punk bands back in the day, like Refused and really, you know, like really like bands that were small that like eventually blew up. So we used to play there a lot, and I remember those shows, like I used to literally throw up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like before like playing or like social interactions. So like the first few years of playing, I had crazy social anxiety. Like I still deal with it now. Sometimes like festivals and definitely shows, I can get pretty overwhelmed pretty quick. So hence I've started to, it's this weird juxtaposition of like, for my mental sake, I have to kind of hide myself and not interact too much because I get really overwhelmed. But then at the same time, you know, I want to meet people or fans or, you know, hang out. So, but I basically just keep it to a minimum, you know, like say hi to a few people and then jot off because it gets my head scrambled. But part of it was just kind of conditioning. Like I was kind of like
exposing yourself
to or a mask, you know, just like I learned to socially interact. But that came detriment as well because I didn't self-realize myself and my threshold. That's why like the years down the lines it basically just
blew up.
Yeah, you know, and like I was doing a classic like mirroring people, you know, that was my way to basically learn how to social, was just basically mirror the other person and their energy. And especially the more energetic someone is, the more I was draining myself. Basically that kind of stuff. So part of it's conditioning of like so many years that I've kind of like, I've got to a place now that through like, I've done user therapy now during the break. I've got to a point where I can basically like still be me, but be more comfortable with like basically
your social battery running out.
Yeah, social battery.
Yeah.
So and now actually coming back, like this tour's been a great kind of like feeling it out. Like first night, I definitely forgot. I definitely like 100% forgot like how enthusiastic, you know, like fans are. You know,
of course.
And that's, I mean, no hate, because like we love our fans, like absolutely. You know, we're not here without it. But I myself can get dragged into that, like having an hour conversation with just one person, and then like Shay told me, just like, dude, like it's 11:30, like we've got to go.
And there's 400 other people.
So I was like, oh shoot, like I needed like I don't know how to like keep a conversation short. Like literally we're doing now. I just blab.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's what it's all. This is an insight into the world.
That's
the brain of Josh Macintyre.
It's why they don't let me chat on radio shows.
But so I mean, okay, so we draw a line under that part of it, and like I said, fair play to you for speaking up about it, because it's, you know, something that I think is really important. But going back to you know, the break and where we are now, how has the sound changed of Marmozets from then to now? Because
crazy.
You know that the 7-year gap is quite a gap. Did you find that it grew over time, and have you got a new sound now, or you know, is it reminiscent of the old stuff but changed slightly now you've all grown up a bit?
It's a mix and match. I feel like, obviously without giving too much away, it's a total mix and match of songs for this one. I think because of being on a new label, like an indie label that's so much more relaxed and they're like, go do your thing, we've came back to this really cool sound. Like we've definitely like been listening to new music over the years. The thing is with us, the hard thing is we're quite well known for being that really heavy, chaotic band, which we are. We always will be in some senses, but we've never like wanted to be like we've never wanted to just stick to one sound. You know what I mean? We don't want to be just like that heavy band or that indie band or that. We're just like, we're basically just it still feels so early to us. We're only coming into our 3rd album, which you know what I mean? It's like some people have been doing it like got 10 albums before they like, I've known.
In that 7-year gap.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, we've actually like, we're still in that young phase of like trying to figure stuff out. And I think, for this new stuff, it's kind of like, we've gone back to some roots. Like I think like A Kiss from a Mother, which we've already got out, it's kind of that more like chaotic old vibe.
That's what I like. I love the chaos of the Marmozets.
And we wanted to bring some of that back because we were like, well, we miss it, you know. And we felt like we kind of got strangled over doing that by the second album with just the pressure of like being on a major label and getting songs out quick. So
and with you guys, I always found that, especially with your sister, the one making all the noise over the side here, it's always quite chaotic on stage as well, isn't it? I mean, you know, Becca's very can you say aerobic on stage? No, I guess you can, you know.
No, Becca's like,
she loves a jump about, doesn't she?
Yeah, Becca's.
Do you, Becca? Do you love a jump about?
No, I just dance
You dance.
stare at people.
Dance and stare at people.
Dance, so.
She loves to dance.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Becca's like world class. She like we grew up. We used to do a bit of dancing when we were younger.
Okay.
And Becca was always just like phenomenal at it.
Going to hardcore shows.
Yeah.
Well, if you grow up going to hardcore shows, then
Yeah,
you know.
it's literally a mix of that, like doing dancing and hardcore shows, and
A place called The Well, which is non-existent anymore.
a place called The Well. Well, yeah, Joseph's Wells. So it was originally called Joseph's Wells in Leeds, and then The Well.
Okay.
And it was basically just like the scene for like hardcore. So we used to play there a lot. Shout out The Well. I think has it
And that's where you learn your craft, is it?
Yeah,
or?
it's turned into like some restaurant. Classic, you know, like upper power people doing
another
their
decent venue gone.
Yeah, man, it's gutting. But so like, Becca's just like she's world class. It's like when we were doing this album, because we've quit like the smoking and the drinking and all that stuff. Like watching her do some of the vocal takes she was doing in like 3 takes.
Oh really?
Yeah, like all the way through. And dude, we were like, because it was a classic like. She was singing in the same room, and so we've got our headphones on, like listening, and we were literally like trying not to literally just like laugh our head off because of just how good it was. You know, when you watch someone that's that good, you know what I mean? Like,
totally.
You just forget, like, oh my word, she's like literally world class.
That's excellent.
Like,
that's excellent.
so it's crazy having like, we wouldn't be half the band we are without obviously Becca. Like, I know all of like Sam and Jack are like crazy talented. But like Becca's just like.
So are you, man. So are you. You're a very
thanks, man.
enthusiastic drummer, shall we say? Now, bringing it to your drums. How's because that's why we're here. At the end of the day. You know, we're supposed to be talking about cymbals here. Has your cymbal sound changed? I mean, well, actually, let's start off here. Do you remember your first Zildjian cymbal?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What is it?
And my first ever cymbal was a Zildjian. So my first one was a Z power bell.
Okay, yeah.
You know, the really heavy ones.
Yeah, with the massive bell.
Yeah. Like, they're great cymbals, but dude, they are not made for like fast, like I remember when we did our first like EP, and I remember like you'd hear the choruses, like, because I'm like trying to hit it really hard, and it's like like just getting louder and louder and louder. But it was like a the Z custom ones.
Mega bells, okay.
Super heavy. So that was my first ever, and it was like secondhand from our local shop in Bradford. It's closed down now, but
so what you got most of the time was ping 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 ping.
Yeah. Which it kind of worked when we were doing the heavy stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We were doing, and that was when we were like writing stuff like Particle before it was recorded. Like so it was like. But that was the first one, because I've always like Zildjian has always been. Like, I grew up with a lot of my favourite drummers playing it. So when I saw that in the shop for like 50 quid, it was like second hand. I was like,
oh man.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff, like crazy good deals when I was younger.
Yeah, well, I've heard about a couple of them.
Yeah. So, the Tamla, dude, it's crazy.
And then so earlier you said to me that you're now playing the paper thins, right? You got your staple, which is the 24-inch K-Lite, right?
Yeah.
But then you're playing the paper thins.
Yeah. So
now the paper thins weren't around 7 years ago when you were playing. So what drew you to the paper thins?
I think what the paper thins do really well, without trying to screw this up, is basically it's like how I found with the paper thins. It has that kind of like darkness of the Ks, but it still has that clarity.
Okay.
Of like, you know, like the kind of like I don't know if it's like, because I haven't really used A customs, but like it just like.
Well, the A customs are really bright.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
I don't. It's like this weird like middle ground with them.
Yeah.
But
a little bit trashy.
Yeah.
Just real dark.
It's like got a darkness to it, but it's like they just like punch through the mix really nicely.
And yours are quite big, right?
Yeah,
is
so
that a 19 you got
it's
there?
a 20.
Is it 20?
20, yeah. So 24K light, which is just that I don't think I'll ever get rid of.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to it, you know what I mean? Because I do like to.
Because I remember you playing a 24-inch K light.
I used two on quite a few of the tours. But yeah, so the 20-inch paper thin. I do have some of the cluster ones as well. I think was it.
Oh yeah, you have got a cluster in your.
I'm not using it right now, so because it's small venue tours for this one, I'm just using two.
Yeah, I know you've got, mate. I love it.
Yeah, I'm
you
really
got the
enjoying
hats,
it.
Crash and Ride.
I forgot who
That's
it is.
so standard.
Jack, who is it that said two of everything? Do you remember? I forget who was it. Larry. It was Larry Hibbett. He was like, you only need two of everything, two cymbals, two toms. It was Larry. Yeah,
well,
I think it was Larry
whoever this person is,
Larry Hibbett.
I completely
Larry
agree.
Hibbett. So he's guitarist 100 Reasons.
Okay.
He did our first record.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah. So
I like the one up, one down.
Yeah.
Crash, Ride, hats.
Yeah, Larry's like
beautiful.
straight rock and roll. He was like, because like there was a moment when I had like all the cymbals going on. He's like, mate, what you doing? He was like,
well, you had all the cymbals going on, and they were like 8 foot in the air, weren't they?
Yeah. But it was like, you know, I know like two flops. It's like you don't need all that crap. Like just two toms, two cymbals, two hands.
Jobs are good.
Yeah, literally. That's like job's good. No.
And then what are your hats? Because they look quite big. Are they 15s?
15s light.
15 K lights.
Yeah.
Lovely
Which
chick.
you do,
Lovely
yeah.
chick. Just
But that's the thing. The
industry
15s. I swear they haven't been out. Like.
15-inch K lights have been out for a while.
Wow. Yeah. But I never used them before.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So and they're amazing as well because they've got that trashiness, which I like.
Yeah. Super lovely wash on them.
But still like got that clarity.
Yeah.
Because I've done the thing where you know you like zombify like two different crashes like 16s.
Yeah.
Which are cool, but I've always found it a bit too dark sometimes.
Yeah.
So but that's the thing. Like I find them perfect live, but I do like using smaller hats, especially for studio stuff, because like just the.
Yeah, I noticed in your bag. I think you've got a little set of 14s in there as well.
Yeah. So, but they don't
come out in the live sitch.
They don't come out. They don't come out.
So that, mate, that's incredible, and it's so good to have you guys back. I mean, you know, like I said to you earlier, I've always been a fan of Marmozets, so
thanks, dude.
It's wonderful for me that you're back, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing you smash those two cymbals tonight.
Thank you, man. Just keeping it easy, keeping it real. I hope it's a good one. It's been really good so far. So yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot of drummers tonight.
Yeah, there is a few drummers coming down. Yeah.
And a few good drummers like that. So
well, you know, got to make an appearance sometimes, haven't we, boys?
I'll just do my thing. But no, yeah, I'm super excited, and it's just it's always a pinch me, you know, kind of thing doing this, because it's just like we're from a little town, you know what I mean? And our biggest dream was like literally playing like BBC introducing on Reading, and then you know getting ourselves further than that, and like selling out small venues, because you know that's what we did, the small venues for this tour, more as a like let's just feel it out again.
Yep.
Because you know some bands when they've gone that long, you try to sell out the same venues you did, and it's like ouch. But you do this tour, except from Coventry, like literally the whole tour sold in like within, some of them were in seconds and some of them were in like 5 minutes. Because
everyone's been waiting for the comeback.
Yeah, no, true. So that was kind of like, what the heck? So
no, that's great.
Yeah, so we'll do some like, I'm sure we're going to do some more. We'll definitely do some more shows next year. So
we'll look out for it.
Look out for it.
But for now, Josh Macintyre, thank you so much for joining us. Pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Much love, man. Much love. What should we do? Oh, dude, that was even.
Hold on, no, let's just really try to get the. No, let's get the snap.
And we gotta wait. We gotta keep doing this. No, dude. I've heard like apparently if you like.
Yeah, the pop.
No, it's not happening. I think our hands are just not. Jack, can you do it? But pretend. Just like. No,
oh my god, that was even worse. Oh, that was.
Mini.
Oh, dude, this is not.